Welcome to World Icons and Travel. Today, we embark on a journey across continents to explore the life of one of the 20th century's most iconic and controversial figures, Ernesto Che Guevara. From his middle-class upbringing in Argentina to his pivotal role in the Cuban Revolution and his subsequent revolutionary endeavors in Africa and South America, Che's life was a relentless pursuit of social justice and revolutionary change. Join us as we trace his formative travels, delve into the historical context of his revolutionary activities in Cuba, and explore the diverse geographical landscapes that shaped his ideology and his legend. Prepare for an immersive exploration of Che Guevara, from Argentine doctor to Cuban revolutionary icon. Our journey into a life of radical commitment begins now. Early life and formative travels in Argentina and South America, 1928 to 1954. Our exploration begins in Rosario, Argentina, where Ernesto Guevara Lynch was born on June 14, 1928, into a middle-class family with liberal political leanings. Explore maps of Argentina, highlighting Rosario. Young Ernesto, nicknamed Che, an Argentine slang term for pal, suffered from asthma from a young age, which would shape his life in various ways. Show images of Rosario, both historical and modern, including potential birthplaces or significant landmarks from his childhood. Despite his health challenges, Che was an avid reader and developed a strong intellectual curiosity and a growing concern for social inequality. He studied medicine at the University of Buenos Aires, where his experiences working in hospitals and witnessing poverty firsthand further radicalized his views. Explore images of the University of Buenos Aires and depictions of Argentine society during this period. A pivotal period in Che's life was his extensive motorcycle journey across South America with his friend Alberto Granado in 1951 to 1952. Show maps tracing their route through Argentina, Chile, Peru, Colombia, and Venezuela. This journey, famously documented in the Motorcycle Diaries, exposed Che to the widespread poverty, exploitation, and social injustices prevalent across the continent, profoundly shaping his revolutionary consciousness. Explore images and excerpts from the Motorcycle Diaries or film adaptations. His subsequent travels through Guatemala in 1954, where he witnessed the CIA-backed coup against the democratically elected government of Jacobo Arbenz, further solidified his anti-imperialist beliefs. Show images of Guatemala City and historical accounts of the 1954 coup. These formative travels and experiences laid the groundwork for Che Guevara's transformation from a medical student to a committed revolutionary. Meeting Castro and the Cuban Revolution, 1955 to 1959. In 1955, while in Mexico City, Che Guevara met Fidel Castro, a Cuban revolutionary who was planning an armed expedition to overthrow the U.S.-backed dictator Fulgencio Batista. Explore maps of Mexico City and Cuba. Che was immediately drawn to Castro's revolutionary fervor and joined his 26th of July movement. Show images of Fidel Castro and the early Cuban revolutionaries in Mexico. In November 1956, Che was among the 82 revolutionaries who sailed from Mexico to Cuba aboard the Granma yacht. Explore maps of their journey and images of the Granma. Upon landing in Cuba, the revolutionaries faced immediate setbacks and heavy losses, retreating into the Sierra Maestra Mountains in eastern Cuba. Show maps and images of the Sierra Maestra. Che played a crucial role in the guerrilla war that followed, serving as a commander, doctor, and strategist. His medical skills were invaluable, and his bravery and commitment earned him the respect of his fellow revolutionaries. Show historical photographs of Che Guevara and Fidel Castro during the guerrilla war in the Sierra Maestra. The guerrilla forces gradually gained strength, winning key battles and gaining popular support. Che was instrumental in the Battle of Santa Clara in December 1958, a decisive victory that paved the way for the revolutionaries' entry into Havana. Explore maps and historical accounts of the Battle of Santa Clara. On January 1, 1959, Batista fled Cuba, and the revolutionaries, including Che Guevara, triumphantly entered Havana, marking the success of the Cuban Revolution. show historical footage and images of the revolutionaries entering Havana. This period marked Che's transformation from a traveling doctor with revolutionary ideals into a key leader of a successful socialist revolution. Che in revolutionary Cuba, 1959 to 1965. In the years following the Cuban Revolution, Che Guevara held several key positions in the new socialist government. Explore images of Havana and key government buildings in Cuba during this period. He served as the president of the National Bank of Cuba and later as the Minister of Industries, playing a significant role in implementing land reform and nationalizing key sectors of the Cuban economy. Show historical photographs of Che in these roles. Che was a strong advocate for socialist revolution across Latin America and the developing world. He played a key role in shaping Cuba's foreign policy, promoting solidarity with other revolutionary movements. Show historical images of Che meeting with international leaders and revolutionaries. He also articulated his revolutionary ideology in numerous speeches and writings, emphasizing the need for armed struggle and the creation of the new socialist man. Explore excerpts from Che's speeches and writings. Che's belief in revolutionary action led him to leave Cuba in 1965 to actively participate in revolutionary movements in other parts of the world. His departure marked the end of a significant chapter in the Cuban Revolution and the beginning of his final, ultimately unsuccessful, revolutionary endeavors. Show images and historical accounts of Che's farewell to Cuba. This period in Cuba solidified Che Guevara as a global symbol of anti-imperialism and revolutionary struggle. Revolutionary efforts in Africa and Bolivia, 1965 to 1967. In 1965, Che Guevara traveled to Africa, specifically the Congo, now the Democratic Republic of Congo, to support the Marxist Simba Rebellion. Explore maps of the Congo and images of the Simba Rebellion. His efforts there, however, were ultimately unsuccessful due to various factors, including a lack of organization and support among the local revolutionaries. Show historical images and accounts of Che's time in the Congo. Disillusioned but undeterred, Che returned to Cuba briefly before embarking on his final revolutionary mission to Bolivia in 1966. Explore maps of Bolivia and the region where Che operated. He aimed to ignite a socialist revolution in Bolivia that would then spread to other South American countries. Operating under the alias Ramon Benitez, Che and a small group of Cuban and Bolivian guerrillas established a base in the remote southeastern Bolivian jungle. Show images of the Bolivian jungle and the guerrilla encampment. However, the guerrillas faced numerous challenges, including a lack of local support, difficult terrain, and the relentless pursuit of the Bolivian army, which was trained and advised by the CIA. Explore historical accounts and images of the Bolivian anti-guerrilla campaign. After months of struggle, Che Guevara was captured on October 8, 1967, in the Uro Canyon. Show maps of the Uro Canyon region. He was executed the following day in the nearby village of La Higuera. Explore images of La Higuera and historical accounts of his capture and execution. This final chapter of Che Guevara's life, though tragic, cemented his image as a dedicated and uncompromising revolutionary martyr. The Guerrillero Heroico and iconic imagery. Perhaps the most iconic image of Che Guevara is the photograph Guerrillero Heroico, Heroic Guerrilla, taken by Alberto Corda in 1960. Explore the story behind this photograph and its widespread dissemination. This image, with its powerful and defiant gaze, quickly transcended its original context and became a ubiquitous symbol of rebellion, revolution, and anti-establishment sentiment around the world. Show various artistic interpretations and uses of the Guerrillero Heroico image. Che's image has been reproduced on countless posters, t-shirts, and other forms of popular culture, often stripped of its specific political context, and adopted by diverse groups and individuals. Discuss the complex and sometimes contradictory ways in which Che's image has been used and interpreted. While some see him as a romantic revolutionary hero, others criticize his role in revolutionary violence and the authoritarian aspects of the Cuban regime. Explore different perspectives on Che's iconic status. The enduring power of the Guerrillero Heroico photograph speaks to the complex and multifaceted legacy of Che Guevara as a global icon. Travel to key locations associated with Che Guevara. For those interested in understanding Che Guevara's life and legacy, visiting key locations associated with him offers a powerful connection to his story. Explore modern-day Rosario, Argentina, including his birthplace museum, if it exists, and other relevant sites. A journey along the route of his motorcycle diaries in South America provides a tangible experience of the landscapes that shaped his early consciousness. Show modern footage of the regions he traveled through. Cuba offers numerous sites related to his revolutionary activities, including the Sierra Maestra, Santa Clara, site of the decisive battle, and Havana. Explore modern-day footage of these locations, including memorials and museums dedicated to Che. In Bolivia, the Ruta del Che, Che's route, traces his final months, leading to the village of La Higuera, where he was captured and executed, now a site of pilgrimage and remembrance. Show modern footage of the Ruta del Che and La Higuera. These geographical locations serve as important reminders of Che Guevara's remarkable journey and the diverse landscapes that witnessed his transformation and his revolutionary endeavors. Che Guevara's enduring and complex legacy. Decades after his death, Che Guevara remains a highly debated and deeply symbolic figure. Explore the various interpretations of his legacy. For many, particularly on the left, he represents unwavering idealism, selflessness, and the fight against injustice and oppression. He is seen as a symbol of revolutionary hope and resistance to imperialism. Show images and examples of this positive portrayal. However, others criticize his role in revolutionary violence, his support for authoritarian regimes, and the economic failures of the Cuban model. They view him as a romanticized figure who advocated for violent and ultimately unsuccessful revolutions. Explore images and examples of this critical perspective. His iconic image continues to be used and reinterpreted in diverse contexts, sometimes losing its original political meaning. Discuss the complexities of his enduring appeal and the different ways he is remembered across the globe. Ultimately, Che Guevara's life and legacy serve as a powerful reminder of the complexities of revolution, idealism, and the enduring struggle for social justice. From his formative travels across South America to his revolutionary commitment in Cuba and his final efforts in Africa and Bolivia, Che Guevara's life was a testament to a radical and unwavering pursuit of his ideals. The diverse landscapes he traversed and the pivotal historical moments he shaped continue to fascinate and provoke debate. While his legacy remains complex and contested, his image as a symbol of revolution and rebellion endures. We hope this exploration has provided a deeper understanding of the man behind the icon. What aspect of Che Guevara's life or legacy resonated most with you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow history and travel enthusiasts, and subscribe to World Icons and Travel for more journeys to the places and lives that have shaped our world. Until our next exploration, hasta la victoria siempre.